Mechacha Emma Ubi Biara Aquaba, Daily Trends, and one or two egusu, said ya day every mono, and then so and some IDT, and Womagana and Yama would draw a castle and a debremo, young semeno, young call and semino, emo.
Another day, Amonokono leadership, Akushia aye meeting, for meeting and Akosono has to do with a. Recently said the Nyoma AC Air Corps, and then yes, particularly talking about ENRA, the judgment appeals court the bar involving the case of Sedna Tamakulu Etiono. Now NPP stands on the matter no say Kamiako say Amonyokuro NDC Omana Atanasi Asha plan Bibia and Kamiako say as strategically Omoko 1-1 Frihano Matiesi ha. Looking at the case of Sedna Tamakula, high appeals court timia granted acquittance, the amano acquitted discharge no NPP Amonoko said there be question mark Esha baby. And then looking at Nyoma BIBC since some by talking about the arrest of party officials, talking about the arrest of party faithfuls, talking about the bail condition that has been set for them near the home. Now nana be about media no about addressing media, and after the meeting I give the brief of meeting and day course no na yebebo de rem na yetimi akwaje nchire mu ni binti kame ho na nyina mu rem na said ye na meeting coin na be some of the two jana na ni na yemfa mu nchire mu famre na enya ono nkwa na kasa there's ono akasa, and then lawyer de ma and as a council the match amanu ntuma mu so na kasa leadership of the party o nyina no atimi achiro magina na so makasa after the meeting nyina mu rem na mu nchire mu some of the two jana yemfa emro.
So it was even revealed that the Attorney General put in a very weak, very relaxed, very ill defense. So obviously, as we have predicted all this while, the entire choreography was to release and free Madame Sedna Tamakulu. And to our judiciary, we say this with heavy hearts, but steady voices. Every judge of the Superior Court swears to do justice. And Article 17 of the Constitution guarantees every person's equality before the law. Yet, the pattern now staring the nation in the face is the two-track system of justice. One track, swift, forgiving, and generous for friends of the government. Another, harsh, hurried, and merciless for the opponent. Selective justice. And I keep saying this. There is a certain fear hovering on the judiciary. From 1992, we have never, no government, no president, we have never ousted our Chief Justice before. Never. It is only under President Mahama who promised NDC members that he was going to sanitize the judiciary. And indeed, it was part of their plan to oust the former Chief Justice, Madame Tukun. So the message is clear that if the president has been able to put in a system to remove the Chief Justice, then who am I?
But in this particular case, when you look at the written submission that was filed by the Attorney General's office, they stated that we wish to bring to the attention of this honorable court that the record of appeal before the court is not complete. We state that all the exhibits tendered by the prosecution during the trial does not form part of the record. And so, for instance, the exhibit, which is exhibit E1.
Okay, well, let me. It says we. This is the Attorney General speaking.
This is the Attorney General.
Dominic Ayini's Attorney General.
Dominic Ayini's Attorney.
Okay, it says that we wish to bring to the attention of this honorable court, speaking to the Court of Appeal, that the record of appeal before the court is not complete.
Yes.
We state that all exhibits tendered by the prosecution during the trial does not form part of the record.
Yes.
The only documents found as part of the record are some of the documents which form part of the disclosures done by the prosecution. Be it as it may, we have had to proceed with our submissions relying on notes made by the prosecution as we only became aware of the instant proceedings in this one, blah, blah, blah. So they are saying that
finish it.
Okay,
finish it.
As this honorable court, after the court had directed the parties to file their written submissions.
So they were there. And they were served with, first and foremost, they were not aware of the appeal.
Okay.
Because they had not been served with the appeal. Subsequently, they were served with the requisite processes for them to file their written submission. They went to court and drew the Court of Appeal's attention to the fact that the record was not complete.
Especially from the prosecution side.
The prosecution.
The things that the prosecution used to convict Sedina was not part of the record of the Court of Appeal.
The record of the Court of Appeal.
My goodness.
So they went to the Court of Appeal and informed the Court of Appeal that the record is not complete.
And what did the Court of Appeal do?
And the Court of Appeal insisted that they should go and file their written submission
without the
complete record. Then, at that point, they said that, look, we are out of time. The Court of Appeal then granted them extension of time to file their written submission. And because of the posture of the Court of Appeal, they then decided to add this in there.
Oh, in their submission.
In their submission.
Okay, for the record.
For the record.
That the general public will be aware.
For the general public to be aware.
That they, the prosecution, it should not be said that they did a bad job.
It should not be said that they did a bad job.
But the court sort of did not allow them to have the benefits of all the documents they needed. Anyway, but they are Attorney General's department. Can't they go to the High Court and obtain those records and bring it to the Court of Appeal and say, my lord, here they are?
This is where I disagree with them.
That they could have brought the record.
They should have filed a motion for rectification of the record.
Oh, there's a motion like that?
Yes. Yes, they should have filed a motion at the Court of Appeal for rectification of the record rather than state it in their written submission.
Maybe they were doing the public servants thing. They put in their written submission, it's not their fault.
But
tomorrow, if something happens, it's not their fault.
And so, the Court of Appeal's record, based on which today they are saying that the conviction was without basis and that the Attorney General at the time failed to prove his case. They are saying so because they did not have the benefit of the full record.
Does that not make the appeal to the Supreme Court quite straightforward and easy?
It should. However, I wait to see how the Supreme Court is going to, because you see, the Supreme Court would be looking at the record from the Court of Appeal.
Yeah.
And so this should be part of the grounds of appeal.
Yes.
This should be part of the grounds of
appeal. A major one, actually.
A major one. So clearly, somebody constrained the office. That said, the attorneys who handle this matter, I believe that they would have done this country a better service if they have filed an application for rectification of the record. At that point, if the Court of Appeal had refused it, would have been on record that the record was indeed not complete, and the Court of Appeal denied us because we brought it to their attention. Because if you add it just to the written submission, respectfully, that is not helpful.
But in Justice Ankama's judgment, in the introduction, did he make any reference to this, the fact that prosecution had said so and so, but the courts had proceeded because of that?
No.
He wouldn't
make that. He wouldn't, because you see, when he does that, it also exposes the Court of Appeal, because you must have the full benefit of the record. You must have the full benefit of the record. And so if you say that, you are then acknowledging that you deliver judgment without the full benefit of the record.
Wow, I see. This is an interesting part. I've not heard this anywhere.
Do you understand? And so the High Court will convict Sedina on, for instance, the money which she took from Obatampa savings and loans, the refund.
Yes.
Because there is a written acknowledgement of receipt, which was tendered at the High Court. Because that exhibit is not part of what went to the Court of Appeal, the Court of Appeal would say there is no evidence to support the claim that she took the money.
But why didn't the Court of Appeal respond to this record? Okay, that's where you are saying that the attorney should have actually filed a substantive motion.
A substantive motion to rectify the record.
I see. It's difficult to see where we should apportion blame in this context.
No. So I would distribute the blame between the AG's office and the Court of Appeal.
Okay.
Because I know for a fact that they raised it before the Court of Appeal. However, because the court is a court of record, when you want to bring a matter of such significance to the attention of the court, you do so by motion, so that there is evidence on record. Be that as it may, to the extent that it was also captured in their written submission, I believe that the Court of Appeal should not have glossed over it. And that is why I would distribute the blame between the two parties.
I'm for money NDC for Ghana no sabi yantoma NDC for Ebra Obia nim se Sednam Tamaba Ojina court no akra se okoye ay okoje ayaresaba no ma mabiem na chimfutro ye hu na court aye hwehwemu obia ni de akire na obi adewe ebeto dwa na yen the new patriotic party ka say we no e well choreographed ye betie ye na ye di free Madam Sednam Tamakro e bra kwa obedu Ghana hakwampo se Ghana for kwampo no nya empanifo na boy amane o e US for na kan ye tie tete obi ro kru ma tie dada enya parliament ye de say na no so nsan nin sa wom kra o no da baby a odwudwo no esi dan na Court of Appeal timi hwe evidence akoso na di panel kwamba mbe yina no di panel mbe yina no wan kahwe nya di adanse aba sika obi hia no o batuna a woti gu ni boot pe no so koye wanye sika o so de fa ha wan fanko obi ti expose no na say a whole Court of Appeal timi be ka kire say who ne say adanse bia ni muti ono de ya kokoro onko obi se me etoda na me kasa kamia ko se ehu bi apa be to Ghana you judiciary this so and obi you know why it is because when you fast why you two chief justice talk no obi asro obi timi kan be yatam obi asro when you start getting a judge more at circuit court. Now what to me I celebrate Idi Amin. Now what to me kase a woman say Ghana Marano at Chelsea na ye pe. Now so no ebi at Ghana Marano so ebi to change Ghana Marano. Sa openi ya picture na kwa the High Court judge. Etiene ni adia beto jane sese wo ya adie bia akwa na se ba ben dia na ne promote in kanche bia obeye bia na promote ene ye di sanse enei e binsi Ghana da e binsi Ghana do ye di atentenhuro ena akwa kotu chief justice nti ehu aba be to judiciary so the interference is too deep from the executive. It's too deep. And this is where we find ourselves. Say the whole Court of Appeal, judge, etimiama, I hear too much say. Give me the just the 3 weeks, the 1 month. And you show a dance young for the abba. One na your friend or mum be doing what dance here. Papa ya, you're born a hobble saying of free, and yet a gra. This is Kaibe Batronaba. Was your dance again? Ghana 90 million Obi, young pepper only and 20, and Obi Yan, but I beg you by Muano. Obi, Obakaya. I wasn't campaigning in Cocoa board scandal. I beg by almost a tower court into 271 million and I am involved in this matter. You are Dominic Allen. The Dr. Stephen Kobna Opuni Onkofie. So we share agreement issue. And before I involved in Sikana, Obi involved in $200 million. And also, Attorney General extra cracker 1 page full, 1 page pay. Why enter into no Procedural and one no Yapipo Mufri, Omkofi, and one no Obi. Uniform in sense some. Sikana involved in all of this. They 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. Hey, no, some penny for you. A form of prep from Umkofi, and one no. Ya enter into no Procedural and one no yen get a business. The Ghana involved, they over 70 million Ghana cedis. In fact, in all of these cases, not court, not Asha say they should open their defense. They have a case to answer. In all of the case when you know, in fact, near more Yapraye, Bank of Ghana governor. No can say me who be. Yeah, Papa appointed as Bank of Ghana governor. No. Yadika Tako ya Papa no so mrefi na. The following day, and yet an appointed man so na governor Bank of Ghana. I pray you your bio you knew. It's a name selective justice. Suppression of opposition party and the Ecofor.
Attorney General indicated say Obe file an appeal.
And a part of the choreography.
Ade.
Now if Attorney General now put in such a weak and relaxed face, who could judge our court of appeal and him? Wow, why be that? So person go free wow hunipa. And you know what JB? Nyobu yen a part of the choreography. Ya miss I didn't come up and put be announcing. Take you feel papa Yanti. Yanti fee nan ko chukuma. Obama announce should be out. US authorities can say. Obi nyame aduma